Hi, if you're watching this, you're probably wondering what has happened to the silver market, and the gold market, but more so the silver market. We're talking about $10 trillion of silver and gold has been dumped onto the market, and the price has plummeted, especially in the silver. And the silver is very interesting because in China, the price of silver hasn't plummeted the same as what, the price online that we see. And that's very interesting because China, they actually refine the stuff and make the stuff. They don't make it, they, refine it. And China has barred the export to the US. And so they've restricted the supply of it outside of their country. So that's very interesting. They actually hold the physical silver and the price there is remaining a lot more stable. That's very interesting. So what I think has happened, and there was rumors about this prior to this event occurring, is in the US. They weren't buying physical silver, and people had worked out that if the US isn't buying large amounts of physical silver, but they're selling a lot, where are they getting it from? And then they worked out basically for an ounce of silver, they'd hold it in their vault and then they would sell that silver. And people have worked out roughly about 340 to 350 times they've oversold the same ounce of silver. So basically, if you hold paper silver, that's the name of this type of silver, that's the type of silver that you own when you don't have the physical silver in your hand. You have a piece of paper that says, yeah, you got a piece of silver in the vault, trust us. But that's 350 other people also hold a piece of paper for that same piece of silver in the vault. So if you're an investor and you've got billions of dollars worth of silver, wrapped up, and then you work out, actually, I don't have that silver. That silver, and what are you going to do with that silver? The paper silver, you're going to try and get your money, aren't you? This is a bank run on silver. That's what we're watching, guys. We're watching everybody dump their fake paper silver onto the market. That's what we're witnessing right now. You're talking about $10 trillion worth of gold and silver. That's tons worth. Tons and tons and tons worth of physical silver. That's huge amounts. That's a lot. So I went into the silver merchant where I buy my physical silver. I dabble. I got a little bit, and they were sold out. Perth Mint was sold out. Sydney was sold out. Everyone was sold out of silver. There was, to get silver, you needed to create an online account, put an order in, and then the people that came in with secondhand silver that they'd purchased, they would try and basically fill your order with it. That's how scarce it was. And there was, massive demand. This is only 2 days ago. And then, so since then, tons of silver's been thrown back onto the market. But where are the lines? There's no line up out the front of the silver merchant. They don't have tons and tons of silver sitting in the back of their vault now because everybody's gone in there to try and sell it. I'm not. I haven't seen all the people trying to sell silver on Facebook Marketplace and things like that, trying to offload it. This is all done by the fake paper silver market. They're offloading fake silver. The gig is up. They realize. So that market price isn't even accurate. Don't follow it. It's ridiculous. It's garbage. If you actually hold physical silver, this price that you see online doesn't represent it anymore. The market is broken. The US market in silver is cactus. It's fake. It's not real. If I can buy more physical silver, which you still can't, I would buy some, but you can't buy it. And yet there's been trillions of dollars worth dumped onto the market. It's not real. It's fake. Paper silver. This is a bank run on fake silver. It's the same. Everybody's just going, oh my God, I don't have actual silver. It doesn't exist. I don't have anything. I've got a piece of paper that says I've got silver and I don't have anything. And they're just trying to get their money out. They are running for the escape routes. So if that's the case, you can't trust that figure anymore. The market in that silver is broken. If you hold physical silver, ounce coins and things like that, forget that number. It's a bogus number. You need to look at the actual price of silver, what people will pay for it and what people won't pay for it. Okay? You can't even get the real silver at the moment. And then we're talking about silver's dropped that much in a single day. $10 trillion has been dumped. Come on. This is ridiculous. And then in China, where they actually have physical silver, the price is different. Wake up, people. We're not living in a real system. This is fake. This is, billion-dollar hedge funds moving zeros on a screen. That's nothing. You don't own it. It's fake, and they know it's fake. And now they're just offloading their positions, trying to get cash because they know what they own is not real. So that's where we're at the moment, I believe. So I wouldn't trust it. Me personally, the reason I purchased silver is because if the US dollar goes to garbage because they can't issue bonds anymore, because nobody will buy their bonds, that means they're going to have to print money to pay for all their government spending. And when they print the money to purchase their own bonds, you're going to get hyperinflation. That means the US dollar won't be worth the paper it's printed on. That's why I buy gold and silver. And the physical stuff, not this fake paper stuff that they're dumping on the market, manipulating the market at the moment. So I think that's what's happened. We will see. If I go past the silver merchant where I buy my silver and there's a lineup around the block of people trying to sell their silver, then I'll believe it. But if I drive past, which I already have, and the place looks normal, well, then the price shouldn't have dropped by that much. Okay? Because that's the real price of real silver, not this garbage online of paper silver. Trillions of dollars with fake hedge funds moving fake money around. All right? Best of luck. That's just my opinion. Do your own research. Don't trust me. Thanks a lot. See you later.